Hi everyone. Sorry this one took a little while to get out to you. I've been overseas and sick, and me and Aaron, he's very busy as well with his family and stuff, so it took us a little while to get this one out. But we're going to try and be getting these out weekly again. Everyone's sort of finished their holidays and going back to work, so hopefully we can do that and keep you guys up to date with all the latest news, reviews and things of that nature. Also, we'll be in Brisbane for Supernova, which is around the 9th of November. If you're going or want to say hi or anything like that, just maybe get onto the Facebook. That's the best way to find us. If you search Nerdy Oz on the Facebook, you'll be able to find us. And give us a like or a share or comment, and we'd love to meet you all there. But in the meantime, on with the show. I do apologise, I'm a little bit sick and low energy when we did this. I was just back from overseas and suffering the travel flu. So you'll have to bear with us for this episode, but we'll be back next week with some more goodness. So until then, enjoy the show. Rolling like Limp Bizkit songs.
Like J.K. Rowling.
Yes, like J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Nerdy Oz podcast, where we're here to talk about all things nerdy, some movies we've seen, some news, some trailers, whatever, to entertain you for around an hour today.
Yeah, we can do that.
And as always, I'm joined with Aaron.
Bonjour.
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 So, what's been happening in the world today?
Today.
No, well, today they did release an Aladdin teaser trailer.
Yeah, teaser trailer.
For live action Aladdin. Ooh.
Is it good? I tried to watch it, but then it was buffering, so I lost interest.
Yeah, there's not much to it.
There's not much to it.
No, the cave looks different though.
Is it like a big
lion's head? Yeah, but it looks like a lion.
It wasn't a lion, was
not
it?
a tiger.
Puma?
It was like something like that in the first one.
Like,
but this one, it looked more like a lion. Anyway, I'm going to write a hashtag. Hashtag not my tiger cave.
I got a pair of pants that are Puma, so they're Puma pants.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think a puma's an animal.
Yeah, what is it?
It's just the same thing as a panther. They just thought they were different animals, I think, for a long time, until someone went, hey, it's the same animal. And they went,
Really?
oh, yeah. I think that was just different parts of the world or something. I don't know. There's something.
Is that like alligators and crocodiles?
No, because I think they're different animals.
Come on, they're the same thing.
Close. They're very close.
Very close.
Oh, look, it's going here. See, we have... So if you've seen the thing, it starts with some Arabian desert.
So this is exactly what it did last time. It started buffering.
It's because you're on, IMDb or something.
Yeah, IMDb.
Probably got a shit video player or something. Or maybe everyone in the world's watching Aladdin trailer right now.
Or maybe they just did this. This is as far as they got.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It's going again.
Oh, okay. There's some camels.
And there's a bird. See, I think that's meant to mimic... I think this sort of trailer's meant to mimic sort of the opening. That's meant to be Agrabah.
Oh, it looks good.
And, yeah, it looks cool. Aladdin. I don't know who's playing Aladdin. You see his face, though.
Oh, that's cool.
I think he's...
Did you like the original? Well, not the original, the Disney movie in the 90s?
Yes.
Yes.
Who was Aladdin in that? Kirk Cameron, I think.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, Kirk Cameron, I think he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good, although I don't think you should keep tigers as pets. They'll eat your face off.
Was his name Raja?
Yeah, something like that.
Raja.
And who was the bird?
I can't remember.
Gilbert Gottfried, yeah, he does it good.
Oh,
yeah.
He
does
did it
voices.
good. Yeah, yeah, he's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like throwing the crackers into his mouth.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he does a good bird. That bird kind of...
Is that the bird there? Is that Iago?
Could be.
Oh, because didn't he have to go get the...
Oh, it could be. There you go.
The little scarab beetle things to make the eyes for the...
Oh, yeah. For the tiger.
Cave. Yeah, for the cave.
For the cave, yeah, that's true.
Cave of Wonders.
Oh, maybe that is Iago. Maybe we got our first glimpse of Iago and Aladdin.
Wow.
But you don't see the genie.
Yeah, I actually...
See, look, there's the cave.
It does look like a lion now.
Yeah, see? Different. Not my cave. Hashtag not my cave.
Oh.
So you can watch that. It only goes for 30 seconds, guys. Go and you see Aladdin's face, but Aaron's decided to buffer right.
It's so...
right when it went black.
Yeah, I'm pretty...
Before the big reveal.
And that's Aladdin.
Yep. Well, it's just see him grabbing thing.
Cool. And that's what happened today, hey? We got an Aladdin trailer.
We got an Aladdin trailer. I don't know what other trailers we got. We got a trailer 2 for something I saw last night.
What was it?
I forget now, but we did get a few new trailers.
Something new.
It was the second trailer for something we've already seen. Like,
actually, there was an extended trailer for Aquaman. Is that what you're talking about?
No, but that was out.
Yeah.
I did see that. That looked cool. He looks like a very broy Aquaman.
He is so broy.
He says, "Why don't you just piss on it?" Because she has some trap that requires water.
And he tells her to piss on it.
And she goes, "Ooh." See, there's your Aladdin.
There's Aladdin.
He's getting a little genie lamp.
Are they going to be able to live up to Robin Williams?
I don't know. That's what we were just wondering, me and Aaron, who's doing the voice. Maybe it says on that.
It's pretty iconic. The
24th of May, 2019 for Aladdin. So Lion King can't be far off. I think Lion King comes out.
Nutcracker's next.
And Nutcracker and the Four Realms, that comes out in Christmas, I'm guessing.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, I did see. I went to the movies today and I watched Smallfoot.
Oh, Smallfoot.
Yeah, Smallfoot. And it was okay.
It was a sequel to something, or was it just its own movie?
No, it's its own. It's pretty much... I'm trying to think what it would... It's like Monsters, Inc. type of thing.
I saw the trailers and stuff where they find a kid with the saw thing. Well, that looks good. I want to see... they had... What else?
It says Will Smith is going to be the genie.
Oh, I did know that. Yeah, Will Smith is going to be the genie.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, can he live up to Robin Williams? Or will he go...
Yeah.
Mike Lowry.
I like Will Smith.
Mike Lowry.
Yeah, that's a good role.
Bad
Boys. I watched all the Men in Black recently.
Yeah, but does Will Smith... He doesn't do characters like Robin Williams.
He does Deadshot.
Yeah, he does characters when he plays them in movies, but he doesn't... I've never seen Will Smith go, and now I'm John Wayne. Howdy, Pilgrim. And now I'm Abraham Lincoln. Oh, yeah. And now I'm this guy. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, he couldn't do that.
He doesn't do that, so it's going to be a different genie.
It's going to be a different genie.
Because there was a lot of that in the first genie,
that's a big Robin Williams thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see. Well, there you go, Will Smith. And also, speaking of Will Smith, James Gunn is taking over Suicide Squad 2.
Oh, that's so good.
So that's like a big fuck you to Disney. Well, they fired him, so I don't know how much of a fuck you it is. But it's pretty funny.
I think it's great.
And now Dave Bautista tweeted, he retweeted the article that said James Gunn announced. So we know for sure he's writing Suicide Squad 2. We don't know for sure he's directing it, but he'll probably direct it, I guess.
So he's writing it.
Maybe. He's definitely writing it, possibly directing, probably directing.
Wow.
But Dave Bautista tweeted out, "Where do I sign up?" with a retweet that said James Gunn directing Suicide Squad 2.
You can't put Drax into
so
Suicide
maybe
Squad.
he wants out. He wants off Guardians and onto Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I guess why not? Like, they've done plenty with Guardians. They don't really need to do more with it, do they?
Well, it's the most profitable film. They'll be annoyed if they can't.
Yeah.
Imagine after Iron Man 1 if they went, oh yeah, let's not do any more with this.
Yeah, you could just do like a mic drop.
Yeah, you could, but I don't know if Disney tend to milk everything. They're not known for...
No, they do like to milk stuff, don't
They're not known for going, well, that made us a lot of money, but let's just leave it alone.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well with these Star Wars movies.
Yeah. Even if they get a bad, horrible, new Guardians 3 is horrible, so long as, Star-Lord wears a different coloured helmet, then there's another billion toys they can sell.
They probably could do with a fresh director for the third Guardians.
Well, they're going to get one now anyway.
Because the second one was very samey.
But I wonder if that means we'll get Drax or not.
Like, it was good. I did like the second Guardians, but, it was essentially the first Guardians again.
Yeah, but I mean, that means that we possibly might not get Drax. Maybe they'll...
That's fine. I'm sure
recast
they can. I'm sure they can
else.
find another character that's been in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. There's lots of them,
and they could just be like, Drax killed himself
off screen,
doing something dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb. Though you'd think they'd have him under contract.
He does get the best lines, and he does steal the movie every time. Like, he steals the scene every time he's on there.
And you'd think they'd have him under contract maybe anyway, so who knows. But he is not happy. So James Gunn's going to go Suicide Squad, so that's pretty good.
Yep.
He did good with Guardians. He'll make a good Suicide Squad maybe.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
He'll need a talking tree. To go, I am Groot.
Yeah, you can't put Groot in it, but I'm trying to think what's a character that they could put into Suicide Squad.
What was the name of the Aztec god that the guy became in Suicide Squad 1?
I'm not too sure. The bad guy or the good guy?
El Diablo.
Oh, yeah, El Diablo, yeah.
But there was Anyway, I was watching the Constantine movie that just came out called City of Demons.
Oh, yeah.
It's just an animated Constantine movie.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. But in that movie, he gets this demon that looked like that guy when he was all Aztec'd up.
Oh, really?
And I was wondering if it was the same demon. This guy's name was Melaliki.
They're both DC, so I don't
Melaliki or something. That's what this demon was known as.
Melaliki, hey?
And
because El Diablo, when he turned into that thing, was awesome.
Yeah, well, this guy was a god, so there's these spoilers, there's demons that are going to attack Constantine, and he gets his god to sort of kill the demons.
Oh, that's good. That'll work.
But it was a good movie. It was very violent.
I've been watching some Legends of Tomorrow. You get a lot of, what's his name? Constantine and that.
Really? I think he did the voice for this movie.
Really? The same dude?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
But it made me go, ooh, because really, without spoiling the movie too much, City of Demons, it shows Constantine's beginning.
Yeah.
And then you go, ooh, because it's very hard to like Constantine for the rest of the movie because he's basically, he does something at the beginning when he's a young kid and you're like, ooh, or not young kid, when he's a teenager. And it's not very nice.
Really?
Well, it's trying to be not. Anyway, I can't say too much without spoiling it. But yes, you go, ooh, so you don't really like, he's all right. He's not a nice guy, Constantine. He smokes a lot in the movie.
He smokes a lot?
He's constantly smoking.
Oh, yeah. That's what Constantine does. Yeah, I'll get you a drink, Mitch.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. So,
yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's better. You're like Constantine.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Good movie. Very violent, though.
Mm-hmm. Very violent. I can imagine. What's the...
Lots of blood.
What's the guy's
Has
name?
Nightmare Nurse in it.
Nightmare Nurse?
Yeah.
Really?
She's sexy. I don't know if she was.
What's the character? I'm trying to think. Sandman? He's got something to do with Constantine, doesn't he?
Yeah, Sandman's a Neil Gaiman guy, yeah.
Yeah.
He does it? Yeah, he would probably. Constantine's like mystical. But not necessarily. He doesn't specifically have anything to do with Constantine, but I can see them crossing over.
Yeah, I can't remember some comic where they did some stuff together.
Yeah, Sandman goes into all the other, like, the run of Sandman in the different issues he usually goes is visits a different DC character.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's kind of how they did it, like, because he's sort of... Anyway, there was a big overarching story about him being kicked out of... Because he was the god of dreams or whatever, the Sandman.
Yeah.
And someone takes it over or something, kicks him out or something. I can't remember. It's been years. But each episode, he kind of... Like, he'll be like... Batman will be in that comic with him. And then the next one, someone will be in this one. And then the next one, someone else. And
like Swamp Thing or something like that.
So, Constantine definitely fits with all that.
Oh, they should make a Sandman movie.
Yeah, but that would cost them a lot to get all those people.
Are they going to do Why the Last Man, I heard?
Oh, yeah, Why the Last Man? Well, that's basically I Am Legend and stuff.
Yeah, except just one man and then a bunch of women.
And no dogs.
He's got a dog, doesn't he?
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
it is.
I thought he had a dog.
I Am Legend, then.
Maybe he doesn't have a dog. I can't remember.
Doesn't he have a dog in I Am Legend?
He does, but then the things kill it.
Oh, that's right.
The beast things.
Oh, those bastards. That's right, that's sad.
That's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
I like it better than Hancock.
Yeah, I don't think Hancock aged very well. I remember liking it when I saw it.
I think the beginning of Hancock's good.
Up until when he goes to prison and then
it goes weird,
the third act goes weird.
Yeah. And what other nerd news we got? We got James Gunn directing Suicide Squad. We got some trailers for Aquaman, and what other trailers did we get? Mortal Instruments.
Yeah, Mortal Instruments.
Mortal Engines. Is that what it's called? It's like London on wheels, and they eat other things.
Is that? I saw that. Yeah, I remember that trailer. I think we were talking about it at the start of the year.
Yeah, so that one,
thing looked really cool.
That's coming out, I think, soon. Mortal Engines.
Really cool.
We saw...
What about... I saw a picture of Ruby Rose as Batwoman.
Oh, I saw that as well. It looked... She had very red hair.
Very red hair?
Yep, and a red...
Oh, that's right.
That matched her bat symbol.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, though.
So who's she playing? Batgirl? Batwoman?
Batwoman. She's Batwoman.
Is that Commissioner Gordon's daughter? Or someone else?
Yeah. I'm trying to think how it works. I thought Batgirl was Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
Okay, so this might be someone else.
Which one's Oracle? I can't remember.
I don't know. Maybe this one's Oracle.
Yeah, maybe. The one that's in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Barbara Gordon.
That's Barbara Gordon. Yeah, well,
think so.
that's Commissioner Gordon's
Daughter, yeah.
Okay, that's all.
So that might be Batgirl. And this might be a different person, Batwoman.
I don't know.
But yeah, so there you go. Australian Ruby Rose playing Batwoman.
Yep, that's cool, hey?
And we've also got...
I'm trying to think what else news has been going on. There must have been something.
Aquaman, we've got... Yeah, there's lots of news going on. They announced Suicide Squad 2, obviously, with James Gunn. We went through that. And Aquaman, there's heaps of other stuff going on, I'm sure. We saw Predators.
Yeah, okay. So we saw Predators. What did you think of Predators?
No, I thought it was dumb.
Come on.
It was dumb.
It was good.
No, it wasn't.
What was dumb? What was dumb about Predators?
It doesn't make any sense.
Why?
Because I watched it, I felt like, I don't know, someone had put my brain in a washing machine. And I was like, huh? And then, I don't know, I was just watching it and... I'm not trying to spoil, but
that's all right. Spoilers don't matter. It's been out for a little while now. It's been out for a little while.
But there's like predator dogs and hunters
there was predator dogs in the last Predator movie.
Was there?
Yeah. Have you seen, I think it's called Predators. It's the one that Robert Rodriguez did.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was good.
Yeah, so there was dogs in that one.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, predator dogs and...
They're hunters. Hunters have dogs.
Who said that? Why? You didn't have a dog in the first one. Arnold didn't go, the dog got me.
And they shot one in the head, and then it was just sort of a bit dumb and helped the humans. Don't you remember that part? It was on like a baseball field or something.
Oh, the dog? Yeah.
They just walked up and shot it in the head.
I thought you meant predator.
No. And the dog. And then it was just their friend.
It was their friend, yeah. And they
sort
got blown up at the end or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. I like that Dan Stevens, and I like Keegan-Michael Key. But...
What was his friend's name? The Punisher guy? Thomas Jane.
Oh, yeah, Thomas
Their
Jane.
relationship was pretty cool. I liked all the characters. I thought they were cool.
Yeah, but then...
Alfie Allen's character and that.
But then, spoilers, they just killed them all. And you go, what? And
that's what happens in every Predator movie.
Yeah, but they don't even spend many, I don't know, they're just like, oh, he's dead.
I'm pretty sure that everyone's problem with this movie, if you watched any of the Predators movies, would have been saying the exact same problems the whole way through.
No. The first Predator.
The first Predator's pretty good.
Yeah, that's only one person.
No, there was heaps of people.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. There's only one person versus a Predator at the end. And
yeah, well, that's what happened in this one.
Everyone's... No, there was a kid with autism and then his love interest, and she can transport and manage to catch up with a ship that's flown for 20 minutes at ship speed, even though she's just running on a foot to be in the right place to jump on people. And
yeah, I think they must have had a lot of reshoots by the look of it. And
it was weird.
And they must have changed some things.
And they're saying...
Wasn't there a character they had to take out because of rape allegations or something?
Oh,
against the actor.
I think he was just on at the beginning. He wasn't like a main character. I think
it had Gary Busey's son, Jake Busey.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, he was one of the scientists.
Oh, yes, that's right.
He got naked with Olivia Munn.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Olivia Munn was in it, and
Olivia Munn was all right.
And then his wife was set up with all this stuff, but then they never come back to her.
Yeah, see, it felt like there would have been a lot more to that movie. Because
his wife knew all this, and she's all tough and stuff, and then they just never came back to her ever again.
Yeah, they were just going to hang out at her house for a while too.
And she was kind of funny with the agents there. And
what about the agent, the bad guy?
Yeah, I like Sterling K. Brown as an actor, but...
And his take on the bad guy is pretty interesting.
Yeah, but he seemed to know an awful lot. Like before, they just went...
They did.
And then he walked past the dog or something. He went, it's a dog. And they didn't even open the sheet. And they're like, how do you know? He's like, it's a hunter. All hunters have dogs. Or something. And you're like, that's a pretty good guess.
And they had a predator and then a bigger predator took it out. So it was just like, jumping the gun a bit.
Yeah.
What's it called? Jumping the shark.
Jumping the shark a bit,
Jumping
yeah.
the shark.
Then they had other predators that were worse predators, and then there was some plot line about the kid being the future of humanity because he had autism.
Yeah, I think they were putting, and then they have the suit, the predator suit. Like that was the whole thing. He was trying to give the humans
the predator suit,
the technology, and they got it.
They got it at the end, but we already got that in Alien vs Predator. That chick, the girl at the end of Alien vs Predator gets to be a predator.
Yeah, but I don't know. So this is definitely setting up for more. Who was the director again?
Shane Black.
Shane Black. So, do you think that Shane Black should not get superhero movies? Should not get Predator movies? Like they shouldn't give him these franchise things.
Yeah,
and
probably.
Just leave him with his,
Well, his movies. So Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I really like. The Nice Guys, I really like.
Yeah, I like The Nice Guys. That was a really cool movie.
Iron Man 3 I like, but I don't think it's a very good Iron Man movie.
He's always got a kid. There was a kid in Nice Guys.
They're always at Christmas.
There was a kid. Was this at Christmas?
No, this is at Halloween, which is another weird thing. Why is Shane Black setting it at Halloween?
That's a Halloween. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because the kid was going around in the costume. He had the Predator helmet.
That's right.
That was pretty cool.
And he blew the thing up. Yeah, that's got cool scenes in it, but then you're just like,
that kid killed the guy that was
the bully or something.
No, not the bully. There was a guy that he wanted to trick or treat off, and the guy was just like, bam.
Oh yeah, and he blew his house up. Yeah, he's weird.
I think he killed him.
Yeah, so do I. The whole thing, you're like, what just happened? And then, yeah, it either wasn't cut very well.
There was lots of strange things, like Alfie Allen just rocking around with a sniper rifle at one point.
Yeah, and then it seemed they were trying to be like the first one because they have the Latinos, and I don't know, it just went all over the place.
They always, even the second Predator, they're trying to throw back to the first one a lot.
Yeah. I preferred Adrian Brody's one to this.
Adrian Brody's one is really good. You got Denny Trejo, he's pretty badass in it.
Oh yeah, and Lawrence Fishburne.
Who's the guy? Topher Grace. He was pretty good as the psycho.
Yeah, Topher Grace was good.
The Yakuza guy.
That's right. Anyway, this one wasn't good. I didn't like that as much, but I did like Venom.
Okay, so you did like Venom.
I thought Venom was good. Yeah.
Venom. Is that the?
I thought it was
the Eminem song.
Is it? Yeah.
You got the Venom.
I liked what he says. Eddie, and that was Tom. So Venom was good. It's kind of like Predators as much that it's a bit of a mess as well. But I thought overall it was on the good side of.
It wasn't too bad. Like I think that it was cut better.
Yeah, and it was definitely gritty.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was definitely dark and dirty. And Tom Hardy always looked like he needed a shower and.
Yeah. Did you like his accent? It was like Boston.
Yep, and also he was Venom as well.
So he did the Venom voice.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I heard that he was channeling somebody. I can't remember who it was.
Oh, okay. And he had an earpiece in, so when Venom was talking,
he could hear it.
He could hear Venom and react to him. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
So
yeah, because I saw you said something about the buddy cop aspect, and I didn't understand that until I thought about it. It's like, oh yeah, it was a bit of a buddy cop.
Because that's what Venom is good, but it's really is a buddy cop film with him and his symbiote that he doesn't get along with, and then at the end they really love each other.
It looked good.
Yeah, it was good, except for Michelle Williams' wig. That looked weird.
I didn't even pick it was Michelle Williams until I saw her name, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know why they gave her that wig, but it was all right. She gets to say the line, "Oh, you miss Venom." Oh no, what did she say? "I'm sorry about Venom" or something.
Oh yeah.
I'm sad to hear about Venom.
Yeah, about your friend. And then he's talking. He's like,
"Oh, she's hot. Yeah, we're gonna get her back.
We're gonna get her back."
And he's like, "No, we're not. Shut up, Venom."
Venom looked good. Like Venom, the actual character, that looks good. You know, the
teeth, does, yeah.
The tongue, they got it, and the eyes, they got it right.
And they're definitely doubling down because this after credit scene, it wasn't like just hinting at a villain that hasn't been cast or anything.
Oh yeah,
they had the actual actor who was a very big actor.
Oh yeah, but they did the same thing at the end of Justice League. Like you've got. Who's the guy's name?
Joe Manganiello. Manganiello.
Ben Slade.
Ben Slade Wilson, yeah.
Ben Slade, and then is that ever going to come to fruition?
That's true. Although you would probably...
Are they going to do anything
bank
with it?
more on Justice League if you were just looking at it on paper than Venom.
Yeah, I've heard some criticism of Venom saying that that we've moved away in recent times from this type of superhero movie.
Well, it definitely does. It sort of does feel fit or look like one of those older superhero films.
Yeah, like the original Iron Man
Or Blade even.
the Incredible Hulk, probably a lot of the X-Men movies.
Yeah, those ones there.
It's like you've got the character, and then the character becoming the hero or the anti-hero, and then them having to battle something that's pretty much the same as them, but an evil version and bigger, and them winning.
Yeah, that's true.
That
It has-
happens. And like, yeah.
And Venom was a loser.
Yeah.
He's the nerd on his planet.
Yeah, I liked how he said he's sort of like you.
Yeah, and he's like, we're both losers, Eddie.
We're both losers.
And Eddie's like, hey, I'm not a loser.
Yeah, he was. He seemed like a bit of a doofus, don't you think?
Yeah, he wasn't very nice, Eddie, at the beginning.
He was just. But anyway, I think it was a good movie. I watched it twice. I watched it 2 nights in a row.
So hopefully Tom Hardy will definitely look like he was having fun.
Yeah, and I think Tom Hardy was good as Eddie Brock.
Yep. And so if you see the after credit scene, you'll know what the next one they're setting up for anyway. It's going to be a good one, and it has Woody Harrelson as an unnamed character,
Yeah, and that's going to be
someone that we all know.
yeah, strange hair wig type of thing on too.
Yeah, he did have a funny wig on.
Who was doing the wigs in this?
I don't know, but yeah, the wigs were strange.
What about the Eminem song? Come on, the Eminem song.
Yeah, the Eminem song. See, it was like a 90s
Venom.
superhero movie. It had Eminem and Venom.
Yeah.
And it was all dark and...
So I didn't realize Todd McFarlane created Venom.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Todd McFarlane or Rob Liefeld? Todd McFarlane.
I think probably well, it was him and somebody else, so maybe both of them.
Oh, okay. Because Rod Liefeld did Deadpool.
Oh, okay. So maybe they both did it then. It did have 2 people. I did see Todd McFarlane, and I was like, oh, that guy. Really?
Yeah, Todd McFarlane. That makes sense. It looks like a Todd McFarlane character.
Yeah.
You can see Spawn and Venom look the same.
Spawn and Venom, yeah. I think it's cool because I don't think, like 10 years ago, there's no way you get So 20 years ago, they'd be like, "Fuck no, we're not going to ever make a Venom movie." 10 years ago, they're like, "Why would we make a Venom movie? He's not a hero." And I think we've come to a point where we're sort of like, "Okay, we can do a Venom movie now. Why not?"
Yeah, definitely.
It doesn't have to be Spider-Man. We can, and like Sony can't use Spider-Man, and that's all they've got. So why not use?
Yeah. So why don't they?
You could have that Sinister Six movie that they always talked about, and they never did.
Yeah, but would they have Spider-Man ever in Venom?
Maybe, and I don't think you really need to.
Yeah. Without him, yeah. But then he never gets his cool spider on his chest.
Yeah, I guess. It's really strange. I don't know how you make that work now that they've partnered up with Marvel. But the thing is, they tie everything in now.
Yeah.
Like I was watching.
Who knows?
What was I watching? Iron Fist last night. And there's like a chick in that, and then she's talking about Sokovia, and I'm just sort of like, okay, so this is great that you're all mentioning everything.
But then where was Iron Fist when...
Yeah, where does this all...
Where was Iron Fist and the Defenders when the ships, Thanos' guys were coming to New York?
It's great that you name drop everything and you're trying to tie it in, but actually tie it in, if you're going to do it.
Well, the Sancto Sanctorum, what Doctor Strange is, that's just near Hell's Kitchen, isn't it?
I'm not too sure. I'd have to play that Spider-Man video game that I've got to work out where it is.
And you think all these big alien spaceships, you think Jessica Jones and Luke Cage would be out on the thing going, hey, get out of New York.
Yeah, well, they'd have to have some.
But they're nowhere.
They're nowhere to be seen.
They even have Maria Hill at the end. They don't have the Defenders. They have Maria Hill, though.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I think...
is that her name, Maria Hill?
Yeah, Maria Hill, yeah. Kobe Smulders.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, like...
Kobe ashes. She turns to ash.
Ooh. Oh, she does, doesn't she?
Yeah. So where was they just could have had a shot of like, Luke Cage about to have sex with Night Nurse, and then she turns to ash, and he goes, "What the?"
They're not together anymore.
Oh well, whoever.
Spoilers.
Luke Cage is married to Jessica Jones in the comics anyway, so maybe they'll get together.
Well, they were together. Remember he said
for a night or something.
No, for a while.
Oh, really?
It was like sweet Christmas. Oh yeah. Because they're pretty much indestructible, so they were just like destroying beds.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. But that was before Claire.
Well, that was before he found out that she killed his wife.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. That sort of destroyed that relationship.
But why didn't any of them turn to ash? You just saw Iron Fist turned ash.
That's the issue with all this stuff. It's like, and even like so Agents of Shield, right?
Yeah.
So like they're always hinting and like they're always like yeah, and then it's like okay, now we're having Captain Marvel and they're gonna have Coulson.
Coulson, he's got weird wig again.
Yeah, weird. And de-aging
Coulson, de-aging Samuel L.
Yeah.
Maria, she'll probably be in it.
We got a trailer for that. That looks good. We did.
That was cool.
Talk about that. That's a good trailer.
So that looks like a good trailer. So it looks like in that they're saying that from the trailer it looks like she doesn't have any memory of Earth.
Well, yeah, it's strange. It's a weird trailer. You don't know exactly.
Because you don't know whether...
But it shows her, flying planes and...
Yeah, but you don't know if that's... She's like, I don't know if that's real or not because her brain gets all messed up by a machine.
And it's got Ronan hanging out with her.
Yeah, Ronan the Accuser.
Yeah.
Because he's in the Kree.
Yeah.
He was a Kree fanatic. I remember that from Guardians 1.
Yeah, before the Guardians killed him.
Yeah, before the dance battle.
They're like, he says, how did you do it? Well, you said it yourself. We're the Guardians of the Galaxy, bitch. Boom.
Yeah, Ronan's in it. Jude Law's in it as someone.
I think the guy from Guardians that Star-Lord takes the
guy that's like, who? Yeah, he's in it too.
Nah, maybe not him. Maybe. Oh well, is it him that's in it? Is it?
Yeah, isn't it the guy at the beginning where he's like,
hangs out with the Ninja Turtles?
I'm Star-Lord, and he's like, who?
Yeah, who? I thought it was the guy that he took the that orb that he's got that's got the Infinity Stone in it.
Yeah.
So he takes it to a guy on Xandar.
He does at the beginning.
I think that guy might be in the trailer somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see him, but I heard that he was in there.
Who?
But
that guy is in it, the guy that says who.
Oh, really?
And that makes sense because he's...
Him and Ronan are homies.
Working for Ronan, going to get the thing that Star-Lord picks up, the Infinity Stone.
So, because she gets her powers from the Kree. Is that right?
Who? Ronan Neville.
No. Captain Marvel. What's her name?
She's a Kree. She's a member of the Kree. The Kree fight the Skrulls.
Yeah. Okay.
It just so happens that Ronan is a Kree fanatic.
A lot of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this season was to do with Kree.
So in that trailer, Miss Marvel...
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because... So they make the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. about the Kree because in Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, it's about the Kree.
Yeah.
So they want you to know.
Yeah, it's like set in the future.
Oh, okay.
This episode of this season of
But in it, Captain Marvel just punches an old woman in the face.
Yeah, but it's not an old woman.
Well, you don't know that. I watched the trailer 100 times. She doesn't change into an alien or anything. You just see Captain Marvel punch an old woman in the face.
But a man could punch an old man in the face, and you wouldn't be too upset about it, would you?
Well, if you were like a footage where Superman gets on the bus and he's just standing on the bus, and there's a nice old man behind him, and he turns, and the nice old man smiles, and then he just turns around and punches him in the face. That would be weird.
Depends if he's got a good reason to do it.
Well, we don't know. You just see Captain Marvel punch an old woman. Imagine if you don't know anything about Marvel, and you're like, I'm going to check out this Captain Marvel movie. Oh, I'm not watching that. She's punching old women in the face.
Especially if you were an old woman, you'd be like, I don't like this.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. What's she going around punching old women for? No, but it does look cool. Brie Larson looks tough. She falls. There's a whole thing about her falling down and getting back up.
Yeah.
And then she's like... And all
so it looks good. She wears that 9 Inch Nails shirt at one point.
Yeah, they're definitely going hard for the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's set in the 90s. And then I wonder... But why...
Speaking of things set in the 90s...
But I wonder... My question about Captain Marvel is, why didn't they call her when, the people in Thanos' people invaded in the first Avengers movie?
Nick Fury wasn't there.
Where was he?
Oh yeah, he was there actually. He was on a helicarrier, wasn't he, shooting a rocket launcher?
Yeah, so why didn't he go, holy crap, aliens, I'm calling Captain Marvel?
Maybe he tried and maybe she didn't answer.
Well, it seems very convenient. And then with Sokovia and all that, why didn't he call Captain Marvel then?
Again, she might have been busy. She might have been on holidays.
So he's always Jojo.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Actually,
maybe they'll explain that.
There could be a reason.
Yeah, they'll probably go back.
I'm sure they can retcon whatever they want.
They could.
They could just throw off a one line.
And what was, speaking of 1999, Charlie XCX's new song.
Oh really? Charlie XCX.
She's got a song called 1999 where it's her and some guy, and they're all like dressed. In all the costumes. So he does like Eminem.
Oh, really? Yeah. I've seen those type of... I think the Chili Peppers did one like that.
Yeah, you'll see. And then, but she's like, there's a funny one where he's Trove. I think he's a DJ or something. You can't put it on IMDb though.
No. I'm looking for the 90s
I'll
movie.
find this. You find that 90s movie. And then there's...
I'm looking for X-Men, but not
Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix, is that what I'm looking for?
Is that the new one?
Yeah,
They had a trailer for that, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's set in the 90s, isn't it?
Is it? Are they still doing that with their stupid...
I don't know. There we go, Dark Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
It'd have to be set in the 90s because the last one was set in the 80s, was it?
See that? They did that for their 1999 song. They dressed like that.
Is that
Remember
is that
Rose
Marilyn,
McGowan?
Is that Marilyn Manson?
No, it's the guys in the song, Charlie XCX and Trove, whatever his name is. But they dress like Marilyn Manson and Rose McGowan.
That's what I was saying. Oh, really? Rose.
Remember? And then they did this one, see?
Oh, Leo.
So they do them all different.
Wow.
They're funny.
Titanic, that's a big movie.
It was...
Is it still the biggest movie?
No.
What's the biggest movie?
Highest earning movie of all time, maybe Avengers.
Really?
I'll find out.
I thought James Cameron had, the top 2 or 3 of them.
He did up until our lifetime.
Avatar's probably the first one.
Up until up until 10 years ago, I think he did.
Avatar was up there.
Okay, so
Terminator.
This is taking into account. So if you don't take into account inflation, it goes Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Avengers: Infinity War, blah 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 blah. But it taking into account inflation, it's Avatar's number 1, Titanic number 2, Star Wars: The Force Awakens number 3, Avengers number 4.
Okay, so James has got 2 of them.
Yeah, and Disney's got 3.
Go James. Yeah, because Terminator 2's got to be up there too, doesn't it?
Terminator 2. I don't know.
T2. That's good. It's a good movie.
What about... isn't there some other Terminator reboot something coming out?
Yeah, there's a new one coming.
So they're doing this last X-Men movie, but then Disney have said that they want to relaunch the X-Men. So where's this X-Men movie fit in?
It's after Apocalypse.
Yeah, but is it the end of these characters?
Maybe Jean kills them all like she did.
Yeah, like she did in the original. Yeah. But it seems weird because what happens if you really like this one?
Well,
and you go, they finally got it right, and then they're like, nope, it's dead.
Too late.
Yeah, too late. It's dead.
Too little, too late. Why didn't you do this 15 years ago?
Did you know there was a creepy thing in the comics that I read? I've got a fact a day comic book calendar where you tear it off and it has a little comic book fact, and it said, creepily enough, Professor X was sexually attracted to 8-year-old Jean Grey when she first moved into the mansion.
That's fucked up.
In the comic.
How old was he?
22. He was Professor X. I don't know.
That's so messed up.
I
don't like that.
That was one of those. Did you know? But they've obviously changed it for this.
Yeah.
But it makes the trailer seem a bit creepy.
Didn't Wolverine have a weird thing with Jean Grey in the last?
He did. Wolverine always liked Jean Grey.
Yeah, but which X-Men movie was that? Where?
Well, the whole comic book thing.
No. There was a movie that came out not long ago where it was Sansa and Hugh Jackman.
Oh, that's right. Well, that was in the last one, wasn't it? Apocalypse, where they met because she was all Weapon X-y.
It might have been the one before it. What was the one before it? Days of Future Past?
But I don't think he just says fuck off in that, doesn't he?
No, that's First Class.
Oh, is that First Class?
Yeah. Fuck off.
But does he meet her in Days of Future Past?
I'm trying to remember. He was like in the cave. He's
the star of Days of Future Past.
Yeah, he is the star of Days. So maybe it is Apocalypse then. They've always got to put Wolverine into these movies, don't they?
Yeah.
Even if it's for like a second, he's in there.
She's not with him when they meet Wolverine, is she? He's just all weapon dexed out.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't either. But it's still creepy. It's creepy regardless because the whole comic book thing, he's in love with Jean Grey, but then you find out when they did the origins and stuff. And
how much older he is than her?
And it's not like a little. He's like 400 years older than her. He was like samurai.
Once everyone's past 25, it's pretty.
Not if you're 760 and she's 23.
Well, some people are into that type of thing.
Yeah, well,
and that's
it's
consensual. So
well, it's not consensual because she loves Cyclops. He's always trying to Wolverine's always trying to gaslight Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Oh, forget Cyclops. And she's like, no, get away from me, you creep. Oh, I love you. Get away from me. I've got a husband. Oh, I'm going to kill him and have my way with you. It's very creepy.
I think in the third X3, like he's gone. He's out of the picture, Scott. So, Wolverine's all. It's green light.
Yeah.
But I just always felt bad in the comic. Wolverine was
But
always
she's
trying
all-
to
she's all-
cockblock him.
Oh yeah, yeah. But Scott's he's a dick. He says in the very first X-Men movie, he's
Yeah.
like, how? Because like, who is it? Mystique is there like imitating all of them. He's like, how do I know it's actually you? He goes, you're a dick. He's like, okay.
You're a dick. Okay.
Okay.
That's what he does say.
What else Venom you liked?
I liked Venom. I didn't like Predators. What else did we see?
We saw the Teen Titans Go movie.
I thought that was funny.
Teen
thought that
Titans Go was
very
really good.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That was hilarious.
I went because Indy loves Teen Titans.
They had... Did you see recently, speaking of Teen Titans, Titans, the show, had a shot at Deadpool.
Slade.
No.
Oh, Deadpool.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They said... they had a quote flash up on the latest trailer. You see a quote flash up and it says, "You're so dark. Are you sure you're not from the DC universe?" And it says, "D. Pool, American philosopher." And then it goes, blah, 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 and shows you all these dark stuff.
Yeah.
And then it goes, "Suck it, Mr. Pool, with respect, the Teen Titans," or something. And like, they're calling Deadpool out.
Well...
Don't call Deadpool out, he'll get you. That's what he does.
They're all, I know. You don't want to be fucking with Deadpool. He's just taking
He'll get you.
Yeah, he take it to the nth degree. But
They already said, "Fuck Batman," in one of the trailers.
that was the Titans one.
This is Titans that treated that to...
Oh, that's right, the Titans. Oh, that's that one, really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, that's what
okay.
it's
I thought
really
it was like the Titans Go. But
No, it would have been better if it was Teen Titans. They would have they had Deadpool jokes better than that.
Oh, yeah. I loved how
I think Deadpool did that first. He's
Yeah.
like, "No, Deadpool's a copy of me." Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Slade.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're Deadpool.
Yeah. And he's like, "No, ah!" But they never call him Deathstroke in the whole movie.
Yeah, I think because it's a kid's movie and his name's Deathstroke, I think it's better to call him Slade.
Yeah, but they say Deadpool.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know, actually.
Maybe it's because... I think it's because when they drafted the script for Teen Titans Go, Justice League wasn't a flop yet, and they went, "Hey, no, we're using Deathstroke in ours.
Yeah.
You can use Slade Wilson, but don't call him Deathstroke. It's going to be confusing."
And they made him a girl. It was like he was like...
Yeah, he just had a girl costume.
But it was weird.
And Halsey, who sounds like a goat getting raped in the butt or something. Did you see the latest Jimmy Kimmel
No.
Mean Tweet Music Edition?
Oh, really?
It has Halsey on it, and they said, "I like Halsey's songs, but seriously, she sounds like a goat getting raped in the ass when she sings."
She does do that thingy with the...
Um,
But she was Wonder Woman.
yes, she was Wonder Woman. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage has been a few things. Oh, that's a good trailer to talk about. Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, and it was Superman.
Nicolas Cage was Superman. Halsey was
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Someone was Aquaman.
Someone was Green Lantern.
And Nathan Fillion was Green Lantern, maybe? Anyway, I didn't know this. There was some good casting in there.
Yeah, they put people in there.
And
so we were talking about Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse, that was a good trailer. That looks cool. So we've seen more of that trailer. We saw Spider-Ham and Spider-Man Noir and Penny Parker.
And the manga.
Yeah, that's Penny Parker. She's got a little spider mech.
Yeah, that's cool, huh?
And you see...
If you sit
Aunt
around
May.
to the very end of Venom, there's
a trailer there.
Yeah, there's Into the
A scene.
It says, in a different universe.
Yep. And your friend did it. Our friend.
Yeah, Camille.
He worked on that one, did he?
Yeah, Camille. Yeah, he's working on it now.
Well, that's pretty cool. It's got a good art style. It looks like it's sort of cel-shaded or something.
He said he's going to send us some swag for the podcast.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we might be able to give it away.
We'll give it away to you guys, because
Yeah.
that's how nice we are. It looks cel-shaded. It looks a bit like, the early Fables games. Was that Telltale?
I thought it was 3D, and I thought that's why they've done it like that, but it's not.
It's just, yeah.
It's just the way they've done it, and I heard someone describe it as it looks like a comic book on, like, because you see it in the trailer, and you're like, yeah, it quickly flashes between stuff, but when you actually watch that scene at the end of Venom, and you get 5 minutes of it, it's like, yeah, this is actually a really cool concept, and I think it'd be awesome to see this.
It's a bit like, those Fables games, the Telltale games, the early Fables ones. It looks a bit like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, there's a lot of red and blue, which lends itself to Spider-Man totally.
And so, Spider-Gwen?
Yeah, Spider-Gwen's in there, and she's got the cool shaved head, and she's playing drums.
Oh, that's right. And I wonder if Venom's going to be in it.
Miles Morales is pretty cool. They're using him.
They've got Miles Morales, and they've
Jake
got
Johnson, is that his name? Nick Miller?
Yeah, he does good Spider-Man voice. He's funny and New Girl. I like him.
Yeah,
so he'll be good.
He's always good.
I hope he's...
I liked him in The Mummy. I think he was the best part of The Mummy.
I think they should have Schmidt and Winston in this Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Just as Peter Parker's friends. Shut up, Winston. And Winston's like, oh, I'm going crazy.
Winston takes everything too far.
And hey, there's Apocalypse.
There is Apocalypse. Who played Apocalypse?
The guy from Star Wars, Poe Dameron.
Oh, that's right, Poe Dameron. I forgot that he was him. That's interesting. Hey, he reminds me of Nick Miller for some reason.
Poe Dameron.
Yeah.
I
don't know why, but he does. Into the Spider-Verse, yeah.
That looks good, though. Into the Spider-Verse, I can't wait for that. That's exciting. When's that come out? Very soon.
Probably before Christmas, I'm thinking.
So Venom was definitely... We're getting a lot of Spider films. We've got Venom, we're getting Into the Spider-Verse. So definitely making...
That video game is awesome.
Yeah.
You should
You've
play
been playing it?
Yeah, I've been playing it. I love it.
Will they put it out on PC? I'll put it on PC.
No, because it's exclusive to Sony, so you could probably play it on a Sony PC.
No, yeah, they'll put it out on PC, just not straight away. No. It's only exclusive to Sony now. They said Final Fantasy XV was exclusive to Sony. Now you can get it on Xbox and PC and everything.
But Spider-Man is Sony, so this should just be like...
Oh, I get you. I didn't even think of that. Put two and two together.
That's why they did it.
No, they'll put it across, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah, well, you got...
No, you go and play Halo on a fucking PlayStation.
Yeah, but I can play Halo on my PC.
Only the original.
No, Combat Evolved.
Yeah, that is the original.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's this Evolved?
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
You can get Halo. Can't you get other Halos on your computer?
I don't think so.
I was looking on Steam, and there's heaps of games. I was like, why did I even worry about buying a PS4? I could have just...
Because it's exclusives. How you going to play Red Dead?
Well, they have that on PC for sure.
Does that come out on PC?
I'm sure it does. Yeah, Rockstar put games out on PC, because I've got Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC.
Oh, yeah. What about Uncharted?
That's probably on PC as well.
Shadow of the Colossus.
That's probably on PC as well.
No.
Yeah.
Can't be.
Yeah, Google that.
What's the point? How are they going to get people to buy consoles if they don't have exclusives?
And PC's better. I think people like consoles because, when you're halfway through, Shadow of the Colossus, your PlayStation very rarely goes and just resets.
That's true.
And you're going, what the heck? Or you don't have to play, for 12 hours before to try and get, the right graphics.
You'll never play... Here you go.
You just put it in, it works.
You'll never play Mario Odyssey on your PC.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, not. You might be able to play it in 10 years when you can get an emulator for a Switch.
Yeah, okay. So there will be emulators.
When you get when the computers get powerful enough that you can emulate the Switch, then you could probably get Mario Odyssey.
I got my Nintendo Online going this week.
Yeah, that's cool. I really wanted that, so that looks cool. So Nintendo Online, and it's cheap. How much is it per month? $20 a year,
it's
or
like
something?
$30 a year. $30 a year, and they gave me this Nintendo NES thing.
Controller?
No. It's just like a heap of emulated games. And
yeah. They
I'm
give
like,
you that.
That's worth $30 just
easily,
and that's a year's worth of online. So.
Well, think about that. The NES Classic Edition.
Yeah.
That's $90.
Yeah, and this thing it comes
and Super Nintendo Classic Edition's $109.
That's cool. I've got Zelda.
Yeah, so you got
I've got like a couple of Mario games. I think Mario 3 is pretty rad on it. There's like Excite Park.
Excite Park. I saw that. That's cool. They got so they're only putting out
Double Dragon.
So they're not releasing all the games at once. I think because they've got the Nintendo Minis and they don't want to just kill that completely.
Yeah.
So I think they put 10 or 20 or 50 out a month,
and there was an update
or a year, and then they change them every now and again.
I got them, and then there was an update this week, and I got another free games.
Cool. So they're slowly sort of putting them out.
I got like some Mario Golf game, and
Mario Golf. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, some other stuff. It was good.
That's cool. Well, that's why I would get a Switch. The only reason is I think they said that they're doing a new Switch in 2019, so maybe I should wait.
Oh, yeah, but they do a new PlayStation every year, and
I know.
It's the same shit. It's
but
like, okay, if I've got a 4K TV, then I'm going to get the Pro, but I don't have a 4K TV.
Yeah, that's right.
I wouldn't mind having a 4K TV.
With the Switch, you think it'd be easier to upgrade. I saw some people talking about this on YouTube, because if they had a new Switch Pro, you'd think you could just swell the device and you could just slot it into your cradle.
Yeah, and you could probably keep the same like
Can Joy-Cons and everything.
Joy-Cons. That's what they call those things. Yeah, they've always got weird names. I think I can plug my GameCube controllers into
I think you can
to
as well.
play Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, that'd be cool because you can have 4 or something.
Yeah, I got
Oh, what's better? They're probably better controllers than
Yeah, I do like those control pads.
because Smash Brothers looks awesome on. That's got every character.
And they got a new Mario Party.
New Mario
Nintendo's
Party.
where it's at, man.
Yeah, it is. Everyone was like, "Why the fuck are they putting out the Switch?"
Switch is good.
I know, but I remember when it came out, everyone's like,
because
"It's not as fast as the PlayStation and stuff."
Literally, what was that last one that they had? What was it called? I don't remember.
Wii U.
Yeah, I think it jumped on the whole tablet bandwagon. Like, oh look, it's got tablets. It's got tablets. Like, yeah,
I just think people didn't buy the Wii U.
I got an iPad. So.
But I think they perfected what they were going to do with the Switch with the Wii U.
Well, I think they got a lot of the games, and they were just like, okay, no one played Mario,
the direct
Mario
ports.
Kart on the Wii U, so we'll just put it straight.
We'll just put it straight to Switch.
We don't have to develop a new game.
Because I think people got confused, and they're like, "Well, what's the Wii U? I've got a Wii. Do I have to buy a Wii U? Is it different? Is it the same to have the same?" Yeah.
There was some Mario game that looks pretty good on Wii U. I can't remember which one it was. Some bet where you can be pussycats.
Oh yeah, maybe. Don't know.
I don't know. Indy shows me on YouTube and be like, "This game looks great. Let's play it." I'm like, "I haven't got a Wii U."
Yeah, well, that's cool. I just remember the Switch came out. Everyone was like, "It's not as well. They're making it for baby. Like, it can't compete." And then the Switch is doing awesome.
Yeah,
because they're getting all the retro gaming crowd souped up and ready to go.
That Odyssey was great, and I love the Zelda game. That's a great game.
I'll probably buy a Switch, I reckon, because
you know what the Switch was really good for?
What? Traveling.
Yeah, Shinkansen in Japan, just fucking around on the Switch.
I reckon that would be good. No, I saw lots of people in Japan playing Switches on the subway and stuff.
Yeah. Did you see much Nintendo stuff in Japan?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
They love Nintendo over there.
Yeah, they do.
It's like their thing. It's like, yeah, this is us.
Nintendo and Sega stuff I saw everywhere. Square Enix.
It's funny how big Sega is over there.
Yeah.
Like, you wander around, there's just like massive Sega arcades.
signs and arcades and stuff.
And you go in, every game in there's Sega, and you're like, why don't we have this?
I couldn't work out how to play. When we were in Japan, we couldn't work out how to play Street Fighter 2 player because we're at the arcade.
Yeah.
And it's only got one per screen. There's only one controller.
Yeah.
But they have A and B on the machines. So if you're at an A and your friends at a B, you can fight. But we didn't realise that.
I was playing. I couldn't understand these games. There was like one that had like 2 guns, and you could lock them in to do different. And like I was just like, and then there's like pod machines and stuff that you get in like battle mech things.
Yeah.
And I was like, this looks cool, but I have no idea what I'm
See,
doing.
that's another thing when I was in Japan. This is what I realised when I was in Japan because I was like, I didn't realise this. I bought the PlayStation because I wanted to play Final Fantasy mainly, which I did.
Yeah.
I also played a bit of Fallout, and I played Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and finished that. And they were the ones I was like, oh, they're the ones I really wanted to play, and I sold it after that because they're the ones that I wanted to play.
Yeah.
I found out that in Japan, I saw you could play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite on PC, Final Fantasy 15 on PC.
Yeah.
They had Fallout on PC, obviously.
Yeah.
They have Fallout 76 trailers running in Japan everywhere.
Yeah.
And they had and Street Fighter 2, they had the arcade sticks for your PC.
Yeah.
And it looked better on the PC with the curved screen and the 4K display than it did on my PlayStation.
Yeah.
And Rufus was like kicking people, and I don't know. I was like, why did I spend all that money on the PlayStation? I could have just
you got
bought $400 worth of RAM and downloaded the $50 game from Steam.
Yeah.
And bought an arcade stick, and
It is the same thing, and it looks better.
It did look better, but I was like, I didn't realise that. I just forgot about game. For some reason in my head, I was like, PCs are for work. You can't game on a PC.
Yeah, that's the thing. Especially like if you've got a PC that's like high end.
Yeah. Well, they're not even. I've been looking at.
That's the only advantage I find to having consoles is that no matter what game comes out on a PlayStation,
it works on a PlayStation.
You know that if I put that game into a PlayStation,
it's going to run.
I'll be able to play it.
Yeah.
Whereas with a PC,
you can take it home, and even if you've got the system requirements on the box, sometimes because your RAM's a different brand,
who knows? It could
your graphics card doesn't support it, or
they'd be like, your sound card is not compatible. You're like, well,
yeah, that's definitely what happened.
And how much is this going to cost me to fix it?
And the minute something I can definitely see there.
And when you buy a PlayStation, you're going to get what 7 years generally, at
Yeah.
least, that you're going to be able to play
Exactly.
every
And
game.
everything, like you said, every game that comes out for a PlayStation works on that PlayStation and is playable on that
Yeah,
PlayStation.
even if it is the Pro, like all these, like they bring out a Pro, I can still play all the games on my PlayStation 4 because it's like there's still this generation.
They're just a time suck for IBM PCs and stuff as well. Like, I've got a good graphics card in mine, which is the reason I bought it.
Yeah.
It's just a Radeon, I forget now, GTX 90 or something, 900. And I got it because I was like, well, I can use that for Photoshop and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I don't want to bore all our listeners with this, but the thing is, this is just an annoying thing about PC. Every time I start Photoshop, it tells me that I don't have enough RAM to run Photoshop, and then it crashes, and then I have to Control-Alt-Delete Task Manager, force close it because it stops responding. Then I have to open the settings of my graphics card, and I have to find the Photoshop exe and say, give this program high performance.
Yeah.
And then I have to restart it again, Photoshop, and then the screen goes black and flicks a bit, and then it freezes that time, and then the third time I restart it, it works fine. But see, you wouldn't get that with a PlayStation or something like that.
That's the thing with and PC.
They have a lot more little quirks.
Yeah, they're always notorious for fucking you around. Whereas, like, with the Xbox, you put the game in.
Yeah. And like, I updated the software. It was an optional update for my Radeon.
Yeah.
I started Photoshop blue screen. Reset everything, started Photoshop blue screen, reset everything, started Photoshop blue screen, went, what the heck? Googled it. Oh, you can't have that optional update. It doesn't work with Photoshop. So then I had to delete my graphics software, download the installer, install the one, and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah. PCs have always been notorious for just like...
You just like, and like Apple, like, that's the other good thing. It's a bit like Android and iPhone, isn't it? If you get an app for your iPhone...
Oh, yeah.
It usually works unless you've got an I1.
Yeah. Apple's pretty good with it. Apple generally, things just work. I haven't used Android, but I can guarantee that it's going to be like PCs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have Apple controls. Like, you can't just put something on the Apple Marketplace.
That's the thing, because everything that is on an Apple phone is designed to be on
an Apple phone. And Apple have to approve your app before it goes on the App Store.
Yeah.
Whereas Android, you can just make an app now called
and the thing is
whatever and put it up.
With Android, you're not just saying, okay, Sony's not just like, okay, every app on here is for a Sony or every app on here is for Samsung, It's like, no. But maybe Sony's different. Has Sony got their own thing, or are they Android as well?
No, they'd be Android as well. Although, the only one with their different one is...
Nokia?
Nokia does have a different one, maybe?
Google?
Google owns Android, so they wouldn't have a different one.
So Google is Android.
Microsoft has Windows CE.
Yeah,
That's the other one, with the tiles and stuff.
Okay.
Because so Google owns Android.
Yeah.
So Android is it's called Android by Google. It's just a thing. That's why it's always got the Google search engine, and that's why it's called the Google Play Store.
That little robot thing. The green robot.
That's just the name of the operating system. It's called Google Play Store. So it's always Google. Hang on, I'll
You're right.
I'll pause a sec.
Let's go and grab a drink.
Yes. So I would say PC games, I'm going to try them out. I've been playing lots of the old arcade games, adventure games like Monkey Island and stuff like that, and they all work on my PC.
Monkey Island's a bomb. Jeez, I love that game.
And Telltale, I got all them, and I
heard they had some layoffs, Telltale.
I think it closed down. They did have layoffs, but now it closed down.
Really? Yeah, I didn't really play the games, but they're good. Apparently, the Back to the Future one you like, I'm guessing.
I did play that Back to the Future one. I did like that. I like the Fables one a lot.
Yeah.
And then I liked the Back to the Future one, but that was straight after the Fables. And then I didn't play any of the Walking Dead.
You played the Guardians of the Galaxy one, didn't you?
I watched it on YouTube.
On YouTube? It was the same thing.
Yeah, that's right.
You may as well played it.
I didn't have to do the annoying
you just
quick time things.
You should just push buttons on your keyboard.
Because there are lots of that where they're like, it'll be Rocket and you'll go, hey, Groot, give me a hand. Pick this up. Pick up this spaceship. And so Groot, you have to hold Y. And he'll go, ugh. But you're just holding Y.
Who was the voice actors for it? Anyone?
It wasn't the original cast because Star-Lord sounds weird. It might be the people from the cartoon.
Yeah, that's all right.
I think Bradley Cooper does it well.
Yeah,
I watched footage of him the other day reading Rocket.
he's a good Rocket.
He was reading the line where he goes, "Hey," he goes, "Ha ha ha! Oh, it's real."
Yeah. The laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing that laugh. I was watching that on YouTube. It's real.
It's a fake laugh. It's real. I was just looking at supernovas.
Yeah, we're going Supernova on Brisbane, November 9 to 11. Mm-hmm.
Should be pretty cool, huh?
It will be pretty cool. Who have we got here? Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
Richie, I don't know how you say that. That's cool. She's awesome.
I say Ricky.
Christina
Ricci, but I'm probably saying it wrong.
Who is there?
She's Wednesday.
She is John Barrowman from Doctor Who and Torchwood and all those shows.
Arrow.
Oh, he was in Arrow, wasn't
He's
he?
in Merlin, and he's in DC. Legends of Tomorrow.
He is too.
Dean Cain.
Dean Cain. I don't know who that guy.
He's Superman.
He was
Superman.
in Lois and Clark. I don't know who these people are. Julie Benz, Bennett,
yeah.
Bonnie Wright.
So, who was she in Harry Potter?
She's got the picture of who she was. I don't know who she was. Oh, they're all from Harry Potter, are they?
Yeah. Who else we've got in here?
Gareth David Lloyd. Was
Yeah.
that who it was? Josh Grills.
Yeah.
There's some voice actors.
Some cosplayers.
Some cosplayers.
I did see that Timothy Zahn was going to be there. I thought that was pretty cool. I always like those books.
Oh, yeah, Timothy Zahn. He's good. He did those Thorn books and stuff, didn't he? Yeah, he'll be good.
Yeah, he created for.
Well, that'll be interesting. It's going to be fun, so we'll be down there.
Yeah, I like Supernova. It's always a good time.
And where's the Brisbane? We went to the Sydney one last year. Where's Brisbane
I've
at?
never been to the Brisbane one. Let's see
where it's located.
That event.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Are you going to dress up as Marty McFly for that?
Maybe. Yep.
Maybe.
I don't have a jacket. I've got to get a jacket.
Why don't you get you got to get that one that blows the air. And...
They had it in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, it was like $92 though.
That's not too bad.
No, I should have got it because I tried it on and it fitted.
It fitted good? Why didn't you just buy it?
I should have, but then I was like, I'll spend my money on something else. And then I was like, I got the hat though, because the hat was only $15.
The hat's cool. I saw a dude in Sydney last week, and he was rocking out on guitar, like busking, and he was wearing one of his hats.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's at the Brisbane Convention and Exhibition Centre.
Oh, I think that's on South Bank or somewhere, isn't it?
Well, it says South Brisbane, so yeah, probably.
It's on South Bank. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's a good area.
Look at all the
nice.
cool cosplay. Look at that. It's going to be so much fun.
It will be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hey, I was going to hopefully have my Star-Lord costume. I can be Star-Lord.
Oh, you can go with Star-Lord.
I can be a Star-Lord. I got to get that helmet.
And go...
Yeah.
And that'll be cool.
Pew, pew. I've got the jacket coming.
Oh, yeah. Oh, was that... So that you didn't have a photo of the jacket. You had a photo off you ordered the jacket, and that was the photo you sent me was off the site.
Yeah, that's off the site. It's leather.
Oh, that's cool.
Leather. Who says that? Is that of a movie? Leather. I can't remember.
Leather.
I think it's off The Crow when
Oh, maybe.
when what's his name? The dude with the knives. He's like selling stuff at the hock shop.
I was playing the soundtrack to The Crow when I was driving back from Brisbane.
It is a good soundtrack.
And Brandy said, "Oh, The Crow. What soundtrack's this?" And I said, The Crow, and he said, "I've never seen it. Is it good?"
What they all, Brandy. It's got Trent Reznor doing what's that band called?
Nice now. Oh, doing Joy Division.
Joy Division.
A cover of Joy Division. Yeah.
That's a pretty good. That's a good cover.
Who hasn't seen The Crow? What a crackhead.
Yeah, he probably has. He probably just doesn't remember. I would have made him watch it at some point during his life.
Just paint your feet. That's a good.
I would have put it on, and he would have been there. I'm sure. I've watched it that many times.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Well, they're remaking that, The Crow. So there you go.
Yeah, okay. Who's going to be... They're not using... What's the dude? Jason Momoa? He's not going to be it, is he?
I don't know. Maybe.
He would,
that sounds right.
He could be the Crow.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger than...
Oh, yeah. But who... Yeah, there was another guy, actually, that did this. There was a sequel to The Crow.
Yeah, but that wasn't a sequel. They're all...
There was actually a TV series, I think.
Yeah. They're not... I know they are sequels, literally, but they're not technically sequels. I don't count them because they're different stories.
It's not the same character.
Yeah, different stories. Like Elseworld stories.
What's his name? Eric Draven?
Yep.
There was a game that I used to play. I can't remember what it was called. Blood? Maybe it's called Blood. Mm-hmm. It was just like a first-person shooter, and you're in a graveyard.
Oh, yeah, I remember it.
One of the gravestones said Eric Draven. I was like, that's pretty cool.
I used to know The Crow off by heart.
Really? The whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Back to front?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Even that weird goth guy that has a Texas accent.
Oh, the bad guy.
You put a smile on my face, doesn't he say something like that?
Is it the bad guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sleeps with his and they burn eyes. They like
Oh yeah, that's right. They burn the eye or something. Yeah, it's a weird movie.
That's like their drug or something. No, he's snorting coke too, but
Yeah,
it's like, let's have a drink for poor old Tintin.
yeah, that's right.
And then the best scene.
What?
There's like a heap of gangsters and like everyone's sitting around this massive table. There's like 30 dudes with machine guns.
Oh, that is a good scene
And
where he
Eric
comes
Draven's
in.
just running along the table and it's just so much death. And
That is it.
He's after what's his name? What's his
That's
name?
got that's a weird. movie.
Skank.
Yeah.
Is it Skank?
I don't know. One of them.
That's not Skank. Skank's dead.
He's like, I know, and chucks Skank on the ground.
Yeah, he kills him.
And then he says, "It's a weird movie." I used to know all those lines. I know there's a bit where he
I think the dude with the knives is the guy out of Hackers.
Zero Cool,
No, not Zero Cool. One of the other hackers.
the guy off that Sherlock show with Lucy Liu.
No, but that's Zero Cool.
Oh, that's Zero Cool. Yeah.
That's Zero Cool. Yeah.
It's just a weird movie. There's a bit where he draws heroin out of that mum's vein, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Mother is the name on the hearts and lips."
Of all children.
Yeah, mother is the name for God on the hearts and lips of all children, or something. It's weird.
Yeah, morphine is bad for you.
Morphine is bad. So,
Yeah.
so he pulls morphine out of a vein or something.
He's like pushing on her arm and all the morphine pops out.
Yeah.
And that's Fun Boy. She's sleeping with Fun Boy.
Oh, that's
and he
right.
says to him, Jesus Christ, walks into a bar and hands the innkeeper 3 nails and says, can you put me up for
For the night. That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's right.
And then he
Because
puts
it's
his
Devil's Night or something. Is it Carl Weathers in that movie?
I don't know if Carl's Weathers. Is he the cop?
Yeah, who's the cop in The Crow? Carl Weathers. Get yourself a stew.
Not too sure if it's Carl Weathers. I only worked out after watching
Can't rain all the time.
it can't.
Not in Tamworth.
Not in Tamworth.
Can't rain anytime.
When he's in Predator. Is that Carl Weathers?
Yes,
Yeah. So he's in Happy Gilmore.
he is.
He's not Shooter McGavin. What's the?
He's the guy with the wooden hand.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't realize the same dude.
Yeah, he's also in Arrested Development, which you haven't seen. He's acting
I don't
coach.
like that. I don't like that show.
You haven't watched it. You're
I've
just
watched
lazy.
some of it.
You're lazy. You got to watch it all in order because it builds on itself. So you can't watch it out of
Too
order.
busy. I'm trying to watch The Big Bang. It's finished.
Oh.
It's the last season.
Well, it's going to be over now.
Yeah,
There you
well-
go. You can talk about that Big Bang's ending.
It's gonna end soon.
I watched this podcast that I watched, Pat and NES Punk, on YouTube. They had a big debate, or didn't a debate? They had a big conversation about whether it was bad for nerd culture or good for nerd culture.
That Big Bang ends.
No, that it existed.
Oh, it's good for nerd culture. I think it pretty much kick-started the nerd culture revolution.
No, yeah, they were arguing. You can watch
If
the thing.
you look at around the same time, it was pretty close around then that all that stuff was getting popular.
Yeah, but the guy was arguing that.
Was it just good timing?
But the guy on Pat and NES Punk, Ian, who does one of the guys that does the podcast, was arguing that it's bad for nerd culture because he said it wasn't was these stereotypes of. He's like, it's like if you had a show now called Gay Men and they were like, ooh, hello, whoopsie,
Yeah.
and they were the worst stereotype. He's like, that's not actually how nerds were or are.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I think the stereotypes. Everyone understands the stereotype. I think it was more that it was because it was a mainstream TV show and
Yeah,
it
but-
was so popular. Like that Bazinga T-shirt was everywhere.
It was, yeah.
That it became that because of that nerd culture became mainstream.
But yeah, it definitely was popular.
Oh yeah, it still is.
For ages, yeah.
It still is. Nerd culture is still very popular.
Although Walking Dead premiered to the lowest ratings of
It's
its whole
because
run.
it's gone to shit and it's been on for too long. It hasn't been good for like 3 or 4 years.
Well, I haven't watched it since I think I've watched the first 3 episodes.
I got really bored of it, and like I ended up seeing the season finale this year, and like I hadn't watched it for 2 years, and I was just like, well, it doesn't really seem like I've missed that much.
Yeah,
And
that's
like
right.
I just heard people complaining all the time about is Glenn dead? Isn't Glenn dead? Did Negan?
Oh, yeah.
And then they just end up killing him, and you're just like, okay, great, whatever. Who cares? It's Glenn. Like, was he that important of a character?
Oh,
Really?
yeah, I did see him get killed. I didn't know.
I didn't watch it, but whatever.
Whatever.
I don't think
Andrew Lincoln's leaving though now, so
Yeah,
what are they going to do then? He's
is
Rick
that
Grimes.
Rick?
Yeah.
Well, they got it. Didn't and Carl died. I think.
Yeah, Carl left, yeah. Well, he died. I haven't watched it. But he did die, I think.
I
yeah.
don't know. I think like all this type of thing where you've got like like Game of Thrones has just done it to the point where it's
Yeah.
just sort of like, okay, here's a bunch of characters and anyone can die at any point, and it's just sort of like, okay, it was shocking to start off with, but now it's just become so
Yeah, well, Game of Thrones, I think the last series of Game of Thrones suffered for me. It's good. I still liked it,
Like, what was his name? The dude that was torturing Reek.
but it just felt like
Super Hoodie.
it just felt like Game of Thrones when it started. It's like, say someone tells you you've got an hour to walk from here to town.
Yeah.
And so you start off and you're walking slow and you're stopping and looking at everything and you're like, I've got it for ages. But then you get to, you're only gone sort of a kilometre and you look at your watch and you're like, I've got 10 minutes. And then you spend the next 10 minutes just bolting.
Yeah.
That's sort of what Game of Thrones felt to me. The first few episodes, the first few series, they're like, we'll take our time, introduce these characters, it's really enjoyable. But it seems to me now these last ones, they're like, crap, get it all out, quick.
The thing is,
where's Khaleesi? Here's Jon.
It's kind of, if you leave it too long, you risk what happens with Walking Dead.
Absolutely.
And they just lose interest.
It's just that
and you've got to keep and Game of Thrones has actually been pretty lucky because it has been that show that people have to watch every time it comes out that night. The other like TV series like The Flash and stuff, I don't care. I'll watch it and like
when it comes out. But you got to watch Game of Thrones.
And when it gets spoiled, like I do care a little bit, but not too bad. But if you spoil Game of Thrones, man, people lose their shit.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But it's just funny. I guess it's because the books are out for who knows. But it just seems I do notice that now they seem to be running very quickly, and of course because they've got half a season left. But they seem to be running very quickly towards the end.
Yeah.
But who knows?
I think they really need to wrap it up because I am losing interest in Game of Thrones.
Well, you've only got half a season. They're not going to... Although they might go and do,
Kit Harington, I've had enough of that.
They might go and do spin-offs and stuff. And
even Khaleesi, like... what was she in? Solo. She was good in Solo.
Was she? She wasn't in Solo very much.
But what she did do in Solo was great. Remember she was trying on all the capes and then they were making out and stuff.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
She's hanging out with Darth Maul.
What are you talking about? That wasn't good.
It was great.
She wasn't very good. She just texted. She was sexting Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Sliding into his DMs.
Whose side was she on in that?
No one knows. We'll never find out.
Yeah, what the hell?
We'll never find. You might get in a book.
What the hell?
They'll probably do books and comics of Solo. I think that's what they said.
I'm great that they've put. So happy that all these things are coming down on DVD. I could just watch them over and over. But I've been watching Ant-Man. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good.
Ant-Man and the Wasp is on DVD, is it?
Yeah. Oh well, I don't know, but I downloaded it.
I've seen on YouTube that they have bloopers and stuff. So that usually happens when the DVDs are out.
Yeah, I think it just must be it's probably on iTunes. I don't think it's on.
Oh, okay. So maybe streaming's out.
But Solo was on DVD now.
Yeah.
I saw the Blu-ray and I was like, ooh, so pretty.
So pretty. You can get it. But then you'll never find the answers to any of your questions.
Yeah.
I watched Rebels, which is canon, and I saw Darth Maul die, and he didn't once mention Red Dawn or Khaleesi.
Infant's Nest. That's the start of the rebellion now, apparently.
Infant's Nest, yeah. See, I watched Rebels, and that wasn't... And Darth Maul died like a pussy.
How good was Woody Harrelson, bud?
Yeah, he was good, being Woody Harrelson.
He was pretty good being Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
And this is, okay, whatever. People might dislike Solo, but at least he shot first.
He did.
He shot first. And they're like, whatever, blah, blah, this wasn't Han Solo, but, he shot first, so that's all Han Solo's really got to do.
Well, but what are you talking about? That's the one thing about Han Solo that they changed.
Yeah, but I don't like that they changed that.
Yeah, well, you don't get to say.
I do.
I don't like that.
That's my childhood.
I don't get that his dice didn't come from the Sabak game. They came from some chick. I don't like that he...
Why were the dice
learnt that stupid...
What was the dice... When were they ever such a big thing? They
weren't.
In The Last Jedi, they started making the dice a big thing.
But I don't like that he learnt that stupid thermal detonator trick at the beginning with the stupid worm.
That was great. I love that.
And that's not my Han Solo.
The thermal detonator trick was so good.
Hashtag not my Han Solo, see? I don't get to say. I just have to accept it.
Han Solo would have done that. I think you could have seen...
well, he does it in Return of the Jedi or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, that is Han Solo.
Yeah, he does it in Return of the Jedi. That's just dumb that they were like, oh, look, he did this here. And he didn't even say, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
And that's what Han Solo does say.
Maybe he couldn't nail it, and so they just had to leave it.
Like, there should have been a bit where...
Because you got to get that, high-pitched bit,
There should have been a bit where, like...
What about the Kessel Run? Did you like the Kessel Run?
No.
Come on.
It should have just been a race, and they made it into this weird space worm.
But he did it. And like he said, did it in 12 parsecs.
But there's all this stuff about what it was, and then they like
because you had to round down.
changed. Like they all did this. It would have been better if the Kessel Run was like a smuggler's run or like a race or something.
It was a smuggler's run,
and he did it.
He did. He had smuggler's.
Yeah, but it would have been better if he did it. And he's like, "Whoa, that was fast, 28 parsecs." And then the next time he talks to me, he goes, "We just did the Kessel Run in 22 parsecs." And then over the course of the film, it became, whatever it was, 12 parsecs.
Yeah, so they could have reduced it.
That would have been funny.
What about the big weird thing getting sucked into the hole? It was cool. The big squid looking thing.
Oh, I can't remember that. Oh, yeah, that was... See, this whole thing's weird. Who knows? He's not a bad Han Solo. I was worried about him, but he was probably one of the best things in the film.
He wasn't a bad Han Solo. I liked him as Han.
Yeah, but it's just...
I liked where he tried to get the little speeder thing to go through the tunnel. But it got stuck, and I was just like, oh, that's so cool.
The whole thing's weird, and then...
Yeah, well, obviously they had a lot of issues.
But
Lord and Miller, right? They're the one. I think they had something to do with that Smallfoot that I watched today because I saw their names.
They produced it, yeah.
Ah.
So they left Solo and they're doing...
It had Channing Tatum in it. It had LeBron James in this.
They're doing... Lord and Miller, I'll bring it up. They're doing something after since they left Solo.
LeBron James in a movie. He was actually a pretty good character in the Smallfoot.
Mm.
He was like a big purple thing. Yeti. I don't know if they referred to themselves as Big Feet or... but yeah, it was okay. You should probably watch that when it comes out on DVD. Yeah.
Smallfoot. Yeah, I saw the trailer when I was on...
Your niece and nephew would probably like it. Indy sat for the entire thing. So
yeah, no. I saw the trailer when I was on... when I was at the movies in Japan, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You went to the 4D cinema.
I saw Skyscraper, which was pretty dumb.
But how good is 4D?
4D is awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, I saw Deadpool 2, and it's... So the first time I saw Deadpool 2, I think I was pretty much asleep. But then I watched it in 4D, and I was just like, this is the best.
It hits your back of your legs.
Oh,
I was wearing shorts that day.
It hit my back.
Oh, it does do that too.
Yeah.
No, Skyscraper is a good movie to see with it.
Yeah.
But it's...
Maybe I should download that Skyscraper and have a watch of it.
You should. It's worth watching at home when you're bored and you've got nothing better to watch.
Yeah.
But it's not exactly great. Die Hard ripoff.
Yeah, couldn't I watch Die Hard instead?
Yeah, but Die Hard, this is aimed at the Chinese audience.
I watched something called Olympus Has Fallen.
Yep.
And apparently there's one called
London Has Fallen.
And
yeah.
now there's a new one coming out with Jared Butler and who's the guy that plays Commissioner Gordon?
Gary Oldman.
Yeah. And it's something about Hunter something. I don't know. It looks like Hunt for Red October.
Ooh, I do like those movies. They're crap, but I do like Olympus Has Fallen, and I like them better than White House Down.
Did you like the Jack Ryan TV series?
I only watched a few episodes, but it looked good.
It's alright.
I mean, I only watched bits of a few episodes.
It looks okay.
It was good. My mum watched them all really quickly, but I watched bits and pieces while she was watching it. It looked good.
I think I watched 2 or 3 of them. I didn't mind it.
But we'll have to save some stuff to talk about next time.
Yeah.
We'll get back into it warmed up when I'm over my cold after travelling.
Yeah.
No one's travelling, and we'll get our lead up to...
What's the Japanese flu that Homer gets?
Yeah, that's what I got. Seizure robot flu. I don't know.
Seizure robot flu.
I got something.
Mr. Sparkle.
Mr. Sparkle. But we'll have to keep going. Get ready for Supernova.
Is there any movies coming out soon?
Oh, well, I don't know when Spider-Verse come out.
Oh, that's a long way.
There'll be movies. New movies all the time.
There's a Halloween movie.
Yeah, I want to go and see Halloween, but you haven't seen the original Halloween. You should watch the original Halloween.
I don't watch horror movies.
Well, it's not really a horror movie. See, the whole things get confusing to me because... Yeah, I don't know. It's not... Halloween, I don't think, is a horror movie. I think there's scarier stuff in Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, it's not the point, but that's science fiction.
Yeah, well, they're both made by the same person, so why is one science fiction and one... The scariest stuff in They Live and those ones. They're by the same director.
I went to a tattoo festival, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a dude there, and he just had, like, all his tattoos are black, and he had a heap of They Live tattoos. And I was like, oh, this dude's pretty good. And I heard him talk, and he's like, I still get people come up to me saying, do you do watercolor tattoos? And I'm just like... What the fuck?
Do you do watercolor?
He was a pretty cool dude, hey, and like he was talking to me about Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. Hey, I can't remember what he's I'll have to. Maybe I've got it written here actually. I've got a heap of.
Tattoo stickers.
Tattoo stickers. No, I don't think I've got his sticker on. I'll have to find out what it is and give him a shout out. He's a cool guy.
He was a cool dude.
He's a nice guy.
Well, you should watch Halloween. The only thing scary about Halloween is the music. It's definitely got the scariest music in the world.
Well, maybe. Is it done on a Casio keyboard? Because isn't all this stuff done on a Casio keyboard?
Yep. But you know that music. It's very iconic. It's like do 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 do.
I don't like the trailer.
For what?
Mike Myers.
Which one?
The new one.
Why?
Because Mike Myers comes out of a closet and it's just like, oh, that's great.
Yeah, but Mike Myers is a pussy. What are you scared of Mike Myers? Have you seen Friday the 13th?
No, barely. I think I've seen one thing, like a pool party. And
When you watch Venom, Venom is probably as scary as the first 1976 Halloween.
Just before we go, that's what I was going to say about Venom. It didn't know what it was going to be. Was it going to be a horror or a comedy or a thriller or a superhero movie? Like, it just didn't really know what it was.
No, it didn't. The first 10 minutes, I think that's very evident. I think if you watch the film, the first 10 minutes is you're a bit like, what type of movie is this?
It's very strange.
But then once it becomes Eddie...
Did you notice that the astronaut was...
Yeah, Jameson.
Yeah.
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson's son.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Ooh, interesting. Anyway.
But once Tom Hardy sort of goes, hey, this is what the movie is, and takes control of it, and it becomes sort of a buddy cop drama between him and Venom.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
But the first 10 minutes, I'm a bit like, what is this? Because you don't know if he's a good reporter or is he an asshole. And Riz Ahmed is very serious, like Elon Musky.
Yeah,
take the world. And Michelle, you don't know what's going on. But then when it sort of becomes Venom and Eddie.
And Venom calls him a pussy.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Yeah.
That's good. But we'll be back there'll be more movies to see. Aaron will watch Halloween and get back to us. I don't think you wouldn't find it scary. The most you would say is you might say it's boring, but it's not really even boring. It's pretty short. I watched it the other day again.
How short?
An hour and a half. I don't know. It's not very long.
Kylie said she'd watch it with me, so you got a deal.
Okay. Well, we'll be back next week with more stuff.
Peace out.
Bye.